Today, July 4th, 2025, an urgent and powerful message is calling out to you, a divine alert that cannot wait another moment. The heavens have aligned, and Archangel Michael, the mighty protector and warrior of divine truth, is reaching out to you with a critical revelation. This moment is not a coincidence. It is orchestrated by celestial forces, a pivotal turning point, where secrets hidden in the shadows are about to be illuminated by the radiant light of justice. You stand at a crossroads where truths you were never meant to uncover are trembling on the edge of exposure. Open your heart and mind to this message, for it carries the weight of divine intervention and promises to change your life forever. You, the chosen one, have been betrayed by two people close to your relatives who have shared your home, sat at your table, and broken bread with you. These are not strangers. They are familiar faces, people you trusted with your heart. Yet, behind your back, they committed an unforgivable act, weaving a web of deceit driven by jealousy and greed. They hoped you would never discover their betrayal, believing their secret was safe forever. But the divine realm has seen their actions, and the time for their secrecy is running out. The truth, like a river breaking through a dam, is about to flood into your life, bringing clarity and justice. You may have felt the signs of their betrayal already. Those sleepless nights, when your mind races for no apparent reason, the unexplained anxiety gripping your heart, or the strange delays in the blessings you've been praying for, these are not random occurrences. Your soul has been sensing the spiritual disturbance caused by their actions. What they took from you was no small thing. It was something meant to transform your life, something with your name written on it by divine design. It could be documents, property, an inheritance, or an opportunity destined to lift you to new heights. They didn't just hide it, they buried it deep, erasing your claim as if you were never meant to have it. Archangel Michael, with his sword of justice drawn, declares that the heavens are no longer silent. Divine fire is circling around those who have wronged you, and their carefully constructed lies are beginning to crumble. Every whispered conversation they had about you, every moment they mocked your trust behind closed doors, is now echoing in the halls of divine justice. The very air around them grows heavy, pressing down on their conscience with the weight of their guilt. You, the chosen one, stand at the center of this divine transformation. The light of truth is tracing your steps, illuminating every dark corner where they tried to hide their deception. They underestimated your divine calling. They thought you would never find out that their secret was buried forever. One of them even said, with misplaced confidence, "They'll never know." That single sentence triggered a reaction in the heavens. The moment they sealed their betrayal, they unknowingly opened a portal to their own downfall. God gave them countless chances to come clean, to confess their wrongs and make things right, but they chose silence. They smiled in your presence, while secretly signing your name off something that could have changed your entire future. But now, the divine court is in session, and your name is being spoken in the heavenly realms. The angels are gathering evidence, file every name, every piece of paper connected to their wrongdoing. There's a digital trail they left behind, perhaps an email, a message, or a screenshot, and it's about to resurface. It might come to you through an unexpected source, a stranger, an old acquaintance, or even an accidental discovery. But rest assured, it will not be an accident. It's divine intervention at work, orchestrated by the heavens to bring you the truth. A woman is involved in this plot, either one of the relatives or someone who helped them conceal their actions. She thought she could keep everything under control, manipulating the situation with cunning words, saying, "Don't worry, we've got this handled." But now, nothing is under control anymore. Your name is being restored to its rightful place, and what they tried to erase is being rewritten by the hand of God. Their hearts are growing restless, and their sleep is disturbed. One of them is haunted by dreams of you standing before them, asking, "Why did you do this to me?" These dreams are not mere imagination. They are your spirit confronting their guilt in the spiritual realm. They thought no one would notice their actions, but someone did. Someone who is no longer close to you holds a key to unlocking this truth. This person remembers how you were treated, and they are being divinely nudged to reveal what they know. Archangel Michael assures you that vengeance is not yours. To seek truth is, and the truth is no longer silent. The very wind is beginning to whisper your name. Carrying the weight of justice, the air around your betrayers grows heavier with every attempt to forget what they've done. They whispered to each other, "We have to do it now, before they find out." But those whispers were heard by the angels. Now those words are echoing back, wrapped in divine judgment. Their time of secrecy has expired, and everything they built on lies, their image, their reputation, their hidden gains is now at risk. Divine fire is testing their foundation, and it will not hold. In the next 7 days, be prepared for a major sign. It could be a message, a document, a stranger saying something unusual, or an unexpected financial offer. Pay close attention, for this will be the hand of God revealing what was meant to stay hidden. One of the relatives is already pulling away from the other, driven by fear not of you, but of the divine consequences that are closing in. A confession is near, and when it comes, you will remain calm. You won't need to raise your voice, for the truth will speak louder than any words they could offer. Archangel Michael declares that the sword of justice is drawn, not to harm, but to cut away the chains that have unfairly bound your destiny. What was stolen from you will be returned, not in equal measure, but doubled. They thought your silence was weakness, but it was your strength. God has seen every tear you held back, every moment you chose faith over despair. Now, a divine reversal is in motion. Their lies will shatter, and your name will shine, not through vengeance, but through the undeniable power of justice. Stay silent now. Let the divine forces do their work. Their downfall is of their own making, and your victory will come with peace. They know the clock is ticking. Though they may hide their panic, their fear is swelling within. Every mention of your name makes them flinch, a reminder of their betrayal. The silence they relied on is about to break. A conversation is coming one. They cannot control. Someone close to them, who has carried the weight of this secret, is preparing to speak. This person didn't plan to betray them, but the divine is stirring their spirit, whispering that it's time to tell you the truth. You may feel drawn to reconnect with someone from your past, someone you haven't spoken to in years. This is not random. They hold a piece of this puzzle. Signs will appear accidental, mentions of names, slips of the tongue, or tension at family gatherings. Watch closely. The two relatives are struggling to keep their story straight, but it's unraveling. One of them may try to make amends in a subtle way, offering you something or reaching out unexpectedly. Don't dismiss it. Their conscience is burning under divine pressure. But don't respond in anger. Stay still, for divine justice speaks through silence and truth. There's a place tied to this betrayal, a location you haven't visited in years, perhaps connected to family history or land. Something was decided, their signature, an agreement, a plot to cut you out. You're being spiritually guided to revisit this place, even if only in your thoughts. When you do, a door will open and clarity will flood in. This betrayal didn't just hurt your present, it tried to block your future. The stagnation you felt, the prayers that seemed unanswered, all trace back to their actions. But the heavens are moving now, and the angels are intervening. A divine interruption is coming to halt their plans. One of the relatives may soon face a crisis, financial, emotional, or legal, that will mark the beginning of their undoing. In that moment, your truth will be set free. Archangel Michael assures you that nothing they do can hide their actions any longer. Even if they try to shift blame or spin new lies, the proof is coming. It's a spiritual law. What's hidden in darkness will be brought to light. You've felt isolated, even blamed at times, but the tide is turning. Those who doubted you will soon see the truth, and your dignity will be restored. Someone outside the family helped them, perhaps with legal or spiritual manipulation. This person will be revealed, and you'll feel a chill when their name is spoken, a divine confirmation. Your name is written on divine scrolls for restoration, and the time has come. The relative's greatest fear was you discovering their betrayal. Now that fear is becoming reality, and they're running out of ways to escape. Their guilt is a chain around their feet, and even those around them are starting to question their actions. You'll notice changes in their health, sleeplessness, anxiety, guiltful signs of their crumbling foundation. This is not your revenge. It's your release. Heaven is fighting for you, and Archangel Michael has placed divine shields around your future. Nothing can stop what's coming. One of the relatives may try to distract you with emotional manipulation or fake kindness. Be cautious. Their smiles hide fear. Your spirit has outgrown their tactics, and you're moving toward a destiny too bright to be dimmed. Soon you'll receive a spiritual confirmation, a dream, a feather, a repeating number, or a stranger's words telling you to keep going. You're close to your breakthrough. Your divine inheritance is not just material, it's wisdom, honor, position, and restoration. What they buried will rise higher than they ever imagined. God has seen your silent pain, your unshown tears, and your unwavering faith. Your betrayal was not your end. It was the spark that ignited your rise. On this July 4th, the heavens have signed the beginning of your recovery. They will be shocked when they see you rise, and your peace will be your loudest testimony. The divine courtroom is now in session, and the relatives, once protected by silence and denial, stand spiritually exposed. They thought time would bury their wrongdoings, but time has only ripened their judgment. You, child of light, have endured more than anyone knows. They laughed in secret, thinking they outsmarted you, but they didn't account for the heavenly record. Your name remains untouched, unaltered, preserved. The manipulation they orchestrated is boomeranging back. The paperwork, the property, or the opportunity they tampered with, heaven is retrieving it. A divine reversal is in motion, unstoppable by earthly hands. You may feel a shift in energy, sudden restlessness, vivid dreams, or an urge to revisit old conversations. These are not random. They are your spiritual self responding to heaven's trumpet blowing in your favor. They are in fear now, and rightfully so. The unity in their wrongdoing is cracking. The weaker one is contemplating confession. And Archangel Michael says, prepare to hear something soon, either directly or through someone else. This revelation will shake you but also free you, confirming everything you felt but couldn't prove. You may feel like crying, not from sadness, but from validation. The moment of I knew it is arriving, bringing clarity, not bitterness. People who once doubted you will soon look at you with awe as your light returns, shining brighter than ever. One of the relatives may face a public conflict or unexpected loss, financial, emotional, or legal. This is not your doing. It's the natural consequence of their spiritual debt. Do not gloat, stand still. Your elevation is a silent roar. An unexpected opportunity is coming, something they once blocked but can no longer interfere with. Heaven has sealed it for you. It might arrive as a message, a legal form, or a conversation that turns in your favor. Your name is being readied to something from which you were removed. You are now spiritually marked as chosen and restored. A woman from a distance will hear your name and feel compelled to connect with you. She holds something important to testimony, a document, or validation. She doesn't know the full story, but her heart is stirred by the angels to reach out. Don't be afraid to listen. She's a divine instrument in your restoration. The relatives are scrambling to cover their tracks, but they're too late. Heaven has seen everything, and even erased documents are being retrieved in the spiritual realm. You may dream of a door, symbolizing what was locked away. Archangel Michael says it's being unlocked by heavenly decree. Their lies stemmed from insecurity and jealousy. They saw your light before you did and tried to silence it. But your shine is becoming blinding, and their shadows cannot dim it. Someone they trust will soon make a mistake, lip a name, expose a message, or forward something by accident that will be your proof. Their plan was long, calculated, and cruel. They sat for hours crafting how to erase your presence, your inheritance, your future. They toasted to your silence, but that toast has turned to trembling. You may recall childhood moments that now make sense. The veil is lifting, and your past is being rewritten with clarity. Something they left behind, a note. A file, small in appearance, but massive in truth, will soon come into your possession. Keep your spirit open. You were never forgotten or disqualified. You are being prepared for a divine reckoning. They will soon face a wall they cannot pass, and on the other side, you will rise, walking in favor and protection like never before. Their tension is palpable. They are no longer plotting, but panicking. One of them is experiencing physical symptoms: tightness in the chest, racing thoughts, cold sweats. These are signs of divine truth tightening its grip. Soon, you'll hear that something they depended on, a financial project, a legal shield, or a close friend, collapses. This is divine withdrawal, heaven pulling away their cover. They will be forced to admit the truth, not because they want to, but because circumstances leave them no choice. Their lies will no longer align, and their bond will break. Archangel Michael says, their betrayal is being turned into your blessing. Their plan for your fall became the foundation of your rise. You are stronger, wiser, covered in divine favor. They will watch what happens when heaven steps in for a chosen soul. Be ready for an unexpected shift in your favor, an old connection reaching out, an offer inspired by heaven. The energy around your name is shifting from jealousy to favor. Doors are opening, opportunities arriving with your name engraved spiritually. Your silence was your weapon, written into heaven's scroll of justice. You may experience flashbacks or sudden memories, revealing what they tried to hide. You will cry, not from pain, but from release. Everything they took is being returned, multiplied by God's grace. They will avoid you, dodge gatherings, and keep conversations short, their spirits knowing what their words won't admit. Clarity is chasing you, wrapped like a gift. Heaven will send signs, faster dates, numbers, or strange comments from others acting as divine messengers. Those who called you too sensitive will soon apologize, saying, "You were right." That will be your final closure. One of them may offer a watered-down confession, but don't settle for it. Divine law has already judged them. Your job is to walk into restoration. You will feel lighter as the heaviness they placed on you breaks off. Their manipulation, deceit, and stolen signatures are dissolving in the fire of divine presence. You are being reintroduced to the world as the victor, the chosen light-bearer. Archangel Michael says, this is your final warning and your first step into the reward. If you felt off balance, confused, or emotional lately, it's your destiny realigning. Heaven is cleansing your path. The relatives may appear calm, but their foundation is shaking. Don't rush the process. Let heaven finish what it started. An event is coming, a family gathering, a legal check-in, or an unexpected call. Be alert. This is where the exposure will begin. Your life, your glow, your peace will be undeniable proof. The gates of restoration are wide open. Run through them with faith. You didn't deserve their betrayal, but you deserve everything that's coming: your inheritance, justice, and freedom. What you lost in time, you will gain in blessings. What you lost in trust, you will gain in divine protection. What you lost in tears, you will gain in glory. This chapter ends here, but your rise is just beginning. As this divine message concludes, know that you are not alone. The heavens are working tirelessly on your behalf, ensuring that justice prevails and your blessings are restored. Archangel Michael stands by your side, guiding you through this transformative moment. Hold fast to your faith, stay open to the signs, and trust that the truth will set you free. Your victory is not just a possibility, it's a divine promise. If this message resonated with your heart, please like and subscribe to stay connected with more divine revelations. Your support means the world to us, and we're grateful for your love and faith. Together, let's continue this spiritual journey, embracing the light and truth that heaven has in store for you. With all our love, thank you for being here. As we stand together on this sacred day, July 4th, 2025, the divine message delivered by Archangel Michael continues to unfold, carrying you closer to the truth and the restoration that awaits. The urgency of this moment remains, as the heavens are actively working to bring light to the shadows cast by those who betrayed you. This is not just a revelation, it's a divine reclamation of what was stolen from you, a moment where your spirit is being lifted above the pain and deceit of the past, and you, chosen one, are being guided toward a future filled with divine favor. The weight of their betrayal has been heavy on your soul, even if you couldn't always name the source of your unease. Those moments of doubt, where you questioned why opportunities slipped through your fingers or why your path seemed blocked, were not your fault. They were the result of a calculated plot by those you trusted most. These relatives, bound by their shared envy, thought they could rewrite your story, removing you from what was divinely ordained for you. But the heavens have a different plan. Archangel Michael assures you that every step you take now is guided by a light that cannot be dimmed, a light that is exposing every hidden corner of their deception. You may have noticed subtle shifts in your life recently, moments where you felt a stirring in your spirit, a sudden clarity about a memory, or an urge to reach out to someone from your past. These are not random occurrences. They are divine signals guiding you toward the truth. The angels are aligning people, places, and events to bring you the evidence you need. That email, that forgotten document, or that fleeting conversation someone mentions in passing, it's all part of the divine tapestry being woven to restore what was taken. The woman involved in this betrayal, whether one of the relatives or an accomplice, is beginning to feel the pressure. Her confidence in keeping the secret hidden is fading, and the divine is unraveling her role in this plot. The restlessness in their hearts is growing stronger. They cannot escape the weight of their actions. One of them is plagued by dreams, visions of you standing tall, your presence a silent accusation of their wrongdoings. These dreams are your spirit, guided by divine forces, confronting their guilt. In the spiritual realm, they thought they could outrun the truth, but the truth is faster, stronger, and backed by the power of heaven. Archangel Michael declares that the divine courtroom is not only in session, but is moving swiftly toward judgment. The evidence is stacking up. Every whispered plan, every secret agreement, every moment they thought they had won, is now being turned against them in the coming days. Expect the unexpected. A sign is on its way, perhaps in the form of a letter, a phone call, or a chance encounter that feels too precise to be coincidental. This is the hand of God at work, placing the pieces of this puzzle in your hands. One of the relatives, the one who feels the divine pressure most acutely, may try to reach out, offering a gesture that seems kind but is laced with fear. They are not acting out of genuine remorse, yet they are trying to delay the inevitable. Be wise, be discerning, and let the divine handle their intentions. Your role is to stay centered, to trust that the truth is coming to you without the need for confrontation. There's a place tied to this betrayal, a location that holds memories of family, perhaps a home, a piece of land, or a room where decisions were made in secret. You may feel a pull to revisit this place, either physically or in your thoughts. This is not nostalgia. It's a spiritual prompting. When you connect with this place, even in your mind, a door will open in the spiritual realm, releasing clarity and understanding. The decisions made, they're perhaps a signature on a document or a handshake that sealed your exclusion, carry energy that the divine is now reclaiming. This betrayal was not just an act against you. It was an attempt to block the future God had planned for you. But no earthly plan can override a divine one. The delays in your life, the moments where you felt stuck or overlooked, are directly connected to what these relatives did. They knew the cost of their actions, the way their choices would dim your light, but they didn't care. Now, the heavens care deeply. The angels are moving with precision, dismantling the barriers they built and preparing the way for your restoration. A divine interruption is coming, one that will stop their plans in their tracks. One of the relatives may face a sudden challenge, perhaps financial strain, emotional turmoil, or a legal issue that will expose their vulnerabilities. This is not your doing. It's the natural consequence of their choices. A spiritual debt they must now pay. Archangel Michael assures you that nothing they do can hide the truth any longer. Even if they try to deflect blame or weave new lies, the proof is already on its way. It's a spiritual law. What is hidden in darkness will be brought into the light. You've carried the weight of isolation, perhaps even blame, as others believed their version of the story. But the tide is turning. Those who once doubted you will soon see the truth with new eyes. Your dignity, which they tried to tarnish, will be restored, and what they stole will be returned in abundance. Someone outside the family who played a role in their scheme will also be revealed. A knowing that this is part of the divine plan. Your name is written on divine scrolls, marked for restoration. The relatives' greatest fear was you discovering their betrayal, and now that fear is becoming their reality. They're running out of moves, their guilt chaining them to the consequences they tried to avoid. Even those around them are beginning to question their actions, noticing inconsistencies. In their stories, you may see signs of their unraveling, changes in their health, sleepless nights, or a sudden withdrawal from social circles. This is not your revenge, it's your release. Heaven is fighting for you, and Archangel Michael has placed unbreakable shields around your future. No weapon formed against you can prosper now. Be cautious of one of the relatives attempting to distract you with emotional manipulation. They may act as if nothing happened, offering smiles or small gestures of kindness. These are not genuine. They are attempts to delay the moment of reckoning. Your spirit has outgrown their tactics, and you are moving toward a destiny too radiant to be dimmed by their betrayal. Soon, you'll receive a spiritual confirmation, a dream, a symbol like a feather, a repeating number, or a stranger's words that resonate deeply. These are heaven's way of saying, keep going. You are close to your breakthrough. Your divine inheritance is vast, encompassing not just material wealth, but wisdom, honor, position, and a restored place in the world. What they tried to bury will rise higher than they ever imagined. God has seen every silent tear, every moment of faith you held on to despite the pain. Your betrayal was not the end of your story. It was the spark that ignited your divine rise. On this July 4th, heaven has declared the beginning of your recovery. They will be stunned by your elevation, and your peace will be a testimony louder than any words. The divine courtroom is moving forward, and the relatives, once shielded by their silence, now stand exposed. They thought time would erase their actions, but time has only ripened the moment of their judgment. You, child of light, have endured more than anyone could know. They laughed in secret, believing they had outsmarted you, but they overlooked the heavenly record that preserves your name. The documents, opportunities, or inheritance they tampered with are being reclaimed by divine hands. A reversal is in motion, unstoppable by any earthly force. You may feel a shift in your energy, sudden restlessness, vivid dreams, or an urge to revisit old conversations. These are your spiritual senses responding to heaven's call. The relatives are in fear, their unity cracking as one begins to waver, contemplating confession. Archangel Michael says, prepare to hear something soon, either directly or through another. This revelation will shake you, but also free you, confirming what you felt all along. You may feel tears welling up, not from sadness, but from validation. The moment of I knew it is near, bringing clarity and peace. Those who once looked at you with doubt will soon see you with awe as your light shines brighter than ever. One of the relatives may face a public challenge or loss, a consequence of their spiritual debt. Do not rejoice in their struggle. Stand still. Your rise is a silent roar, a testament to divine justice. An opportunity is coming, one they once blocked but can no longer touch. It may arrive as a message, a legal form, or a conversation that shifts in your favor. Your name is being restored to its rightful place. A woman from a distance will hear your name and feel compelled to reach out. She holds a piece of this truth, a testimony, a document, or simply validation you've long needed. She doesn't know the full story, but the angels are stirring her heart to connect with you. Listen when she speaks. She is a divine instrument in your restoration. The relatives are scrambling to cover their tracks, deleting messages or hiding evidence, but it's too late. Heaven has seen everything, and even erased documents are being retrieved in the spiritual realm. You may dream of a door, symbolizing what was locked away. Archangel Michael says it's being opened by heavenly decree. Their lies were born of insecurity and jealousy. They saw your light before you did and tried to silence it. But your light is now blinding, untouchable by their shadows. Someone they trust will soon slip a name, share a message, or forward something by mistake. That will be your proof. Their plan was cruel, calculated over hours of secret meetings, but their toast to your silence has turned to trembling. Memories from your past, perhaps from childhood, may resurface, suddenly making sense. The veil is lifting, and your story is being rewritten with clarity. A small item, a note, a file left behind unintentionally, will soon come to you, carrying massive truth. Keep your spirit open. You were never forgotten or disqualified. You are being prepared for a divine reckoning. They will face a wall they cannot cross, and on the other side, you will rise, bathed in favor and protection. Their tension is growing. They are no longer plotting, but panicking. One of them is showing physical signs of stress, tightness in the chest, racing thoughts, or sleeplessness as divine truth tightens its grip. You'll soon hear of a collapse in something they relied on, a project, a legal shield, or a relationship. This is heaven withdrawing their cover. They will be forced to admit the truth, their lies no longer aligning, their bond breaking. Archangel Michael declares, their betrayal is your blessing. Their attempt to make you fall built the foundation for your rise. You are stronger, wiser, and covered in divine favor. They will witness what happens when heaven champions a chosen soul. An unexpected shift is coming, an old connection offering something, a stranger moved to act on your behalf. The energy around your name is shifting from jealousy to favor. Doors are opening, invitations arriving, opportunities marked with your name. Your silence was your weapon, recorded in heaven's scroll of justice. Flashbacks, or sudden memories, are heaven revealing what was hidden. Your tears will be of release, not pain, as everything stolen is returned. Multiplied by God's grace, they will avoid you, dodge gatherings, and keep conversations short, their spirits admitting what their words deny. Clarity is chasing you, delivered like a gift. Signs will come, faster dates, numbers, or odd comments from others, acting as divine messengers. Those who called you overly sensitive will soon apologize, saying, "You were right." That will be your closure. One relative may offer a half-hearted confession, but don't accept it. Divine law has judged them. Your role is to walk into restoration. The heaviness they placed on you is lifting, their manipulations dissolving in divine fire. You are the victor, the chosen light-bearer, Archangel Michael says. This is your final warning and first step into reward. If you've felt off balance or emotional, it's your destiny realigning. The relative's calm exterior hides a shaking foundation. Don't rush the process. Heaven is at work. An event, gathering, a legal check-in, or an unexpected call will spark the exposure. Your life, glow, and peace will be undeniable proof. The gates of restoration are open. Run through them with faith. You didn't deserve their betrayal, but you deserve the blessings, protection, and glory coming. This chapter ends, but your rise is just beginning. As this divine message concludes, hold fast to the promise that you are not alone. Archangel Michael and the heavenly hosts are fighting for you, ensuring justice and restoration. Trust the signs, stay open, and let the truth set you free. Your victory is sealed by divine decree, and your light will shine brighter than ever. If this message touched your soul, please like and subscribe to stay connected with these divine revelations. Your support fills our hearts with gratitude, and we're honored to share this journey with you. With all our love, thank you for being part of this spiritual awakening.